First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
But I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finish it?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll run on first down. Wagner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. It's Wagner, and he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A little juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Wagner. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 2nd and 1. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 20. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down. It's Wagner pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a line 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Swift going to try up the middle. And some room to work. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They go play action here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19 white.
He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. The This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point now by Boswell. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Swan, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down inside the 10, and in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Middle they go. Wagner. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense. There he goes, left side. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion right is Brown. Back to throw now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going to look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here's a handoff to Swift, running left.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9 now. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
29 yards.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in the game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, They can be picked off and returned for a touchdown, and boy, what a dramatic turn of events that would be.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
he's got a man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Chris Olave.
62 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13.
Steelers 32.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
and that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
For our Lions. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Detroit, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next